Just want to make sure left to right, everybody. Good. All right, good afternoon. Here today, late in the afternoon, to talk about a stabbing that occurred around noon today and resulted in the death of a student at Harding High School. We're still working through the facts ourselves, interviewing witnesses to this incident, so I don't have all your answers, but I can tell you what we know at this point. At 11:46 a.m. this morning, our officers are called to Harding High School on the 1500 block of 6th Street East on the report of a stabbing. When officers arrived, they located school staff members providing first aid to a juvenile male with apparent stab wounds. St. Paul Fire paramedics responded, transported that victim to Regions Hospital, where he was eventually pronounced dead. Officers on scene did locate a possible suspect and took him into custody. The suspect and student are both students at Harding High School. Our homicide investigators will be working with officers who located witnesses, trying to get the facts of this case and determine what led up to the stabbing. Our forensic service unit will also be processing the scene for evidence, anything that they can find that might tell us what occurred out there this afternoon. We'll be working with the Ramsey County Medical Examiner to positively identify the victim and determine his exact cause of death. And any of those updates will be provided on the St. Paul Police Department's Twitter account as it becomes available. I can tell you that this is the first homicide of 2023 in the city of St. Paul. Chief Henry, the mayor, and Superintendent Gothard have been in constant communication this afternoon, and that contact will remain intact as we all work through this terrible incident. Keeping in mind that we don't have all the facts known at this point, investigators are still working through interviewing witnesses and trying to determine what occurred. I can take some questions, but I'm very limited on what we can share at this point.
Can you know the ages or grades of the two students?
The victim in this incident is 15 years old, and the suspect is 16.
Will police be stationed back in the school when they come back?
I'm sorry, what?
Will police be stationed in the school when they come back?
As far as
Security or for extra measures?
I can tell you that this afternoon, the police department did provide a level of presence at all schools in St. Paul to provide that extra layer of security. There was nothing that would indicate anything would have occurred. It was just an extra layer just to provide calm in the city and just to make sure everybody knows that we're there and that if we're needed, we are present. As far as Monday, I do not know. I would direct you to the school district, maybe to speak with them.
Was anybody else involved or injured in any way?
No, we don't believe, we have not located any other victims, and we don't believe at this point we're looking for any other suspects. But I can tell you that we are very early in this investigation. That could change, but as of right now, I don't believe so.
Where about the school shooting?
Go ahead, Ben.
Excuse me. What led up to the stabbing? Call 911.
What led up to it is still trying to be determined. Our investigators are working through those witness statements and trying to determine what led up to this. I'm willing to bet they'll look at any video evidence that might exist. They'll look at anything, trying to determine that. So that's exactly what they're doing right now in the building behind me. As far as, what was the second part?
Call 911.
I don't have exactly who called 911, and by state law that would be private anyways. But I believe the 911 calls came from the school themselves.
Was a weapon recovered?
I believe a weapon was recovered, but our forensic service unit is going to process the scene, and I do believe that has been recovered. But what has been recovered and what hasn't is still kind of in the process.
You don't know what kind of knife or...
I don't exactly. I believe it was a fixed blade knife, but I don't have exact.
Was this in a hallway, classroom, bathroom? What part of the building did it?
It was in the school. As far as where it exactly occurred, still under investigation. But when that is determined, I'm sure it'll come out.
Any camera video from the school security cameras?
As far as I don't know about school security cameras.
One more question.
Social media?
Sorry.
Is there any social media videos?
There was rumor of a social media video that was lingering out there. I'm sure investigators will be looking for anything, whether that be inside the school, CCTV, anything from social media. They will look at anything and everything that could pertain to tell the story of what occurred in the school this afternoon.
Social media posts have said that it was
still trying to determine a lot of these facts as far as how long the student has gone to Harding. That'll come out as this investigation progresses. So.
Thank you, everybody.
There's been a lot of violence with St. Paul public schools and the students. Has there been some work? Has there been some communication about trying to get proactive and trying to prevent some of this stuff?
Obviously, we are in constant communication with St. Paul Public Schools, and we want nothing but the safest environment for any student that goes to school in St. Paul. I would direct more your question to the school district, since they are the owners of the properties, but we are working with them, trying to do whatever we can to help them. Okay, thank you.
Thanks.